Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here, and I decided to start making some more retro wrestling reviews. So yeah, I've just decided now to start reviewing some older wrestling shows from like the early 2000s and 90s, and yeah, shows like that. So if there are any shows that you want me to review that are like kind of like retro, just let me know, and yeah, I might make a review for that show if I can find it online, or if I own the show on DVD. Alright, so, yeah. So I'm gonna review the Invasion pay-per-view from 2001. So, yeah, overall, I think this is a good show. Just, like, not a great show. I mean, yeah, it's kind of an up and down show. I mean, there are some good matches on the show, but there's also quite the number of bad matches on the show, too. Yeah, but yeah, overall I'd say this was a good show. So yeah, let me just get into it. First match of the night was Edge and Christian versus Lance Storm and Mike Awesome. This was pretty good, I guess. Yeah, this was probably like maybe third best match of the night. Yeah, I mean, you know, Mike Awesome and Lance Storm were like making sure Christian was legal for like for a long time in the match. Yeah, I mean, at one point, like Christian was, while Mike Awesome and Lance Storm were on the outside of the ring, Christian like stepped over Edge and tried to like dive over the ropes onto Lance Storm and Mike Awesome, and it was, I don't know if it was botched, but Christian just like got hung up over the ropes. Yeah. And then at one point, Mike Awesome, like, or was it Lance Storm? Yeah, it was one of them. They threw like Christian gut first into the ring post. Okay, and then at one point Christian reversed the awesome bomb from the top turnbuckle. Yeah. Then eventually Edge did get tagged in finally, yeah. Yeah, and then at one point, like, and, uh, yeah, Edge tried to do the sunset flip on the Lance Storm, but Mike Awesome, like, was holding Lance Storm's arms, yeah. And yeah. And then at one point, like, while Lance Storm had Edge in a roll-up, Christian, like, reversed it and had Edge in the roll-up. Oh, but Lance Storm survived it, yeah. Then at the end, Mike Awesome tried to Awesome Bomb Edge, but Christian gave Mike Awesome a spear, and then Edge pinned Mike Awesome, and Edge and Christian won the match. So yeah, it was a pretty good match. I give it about 3 1/4. Then next up was Earl Hebner versus Nick Patrick, with Mick Foley as the special referee. Some people like say this match was like really bad. No, it wasn't. I mean, this isn't as bad as some people say. I mean, this was actually pretty entertaining for a referee match, yeah. But and usually when a superstar hits a referee, don't they like instantly get knocked out? So yeah, yeah, there were like all the WCW and WWF referees at ringside. Like whenever Earl Hebner got out of the ring, the WCW referees were trying to go after him, and the WWF referees made sure they didn't. Yeah. Then at one point, Nick Patrick gave Earl Hebner the low blow, but Mick Foley didn't see it because Nick Patrick's body was blocking his view. And then he gave Earl Hebner a baseball slide, and then the WCW referee started to stomp on Earl Hebner, and then the WWF referees like took them down, and then Mick Foley sent the WCW referees to the back. And then as Nick Patrick was arguing with Mick Foley, Earl Hebner gave Nick Patrick like a modified version of the spear, and then pinned Nick Patrick, and Earl Hebner won. So yeah, I'm not going to be grading this thing, but it was an entertaining match, yeah. And then afterwards, as Nick Patrick was arguing with Mick Foley some more, Mick Foley then laid Nick Patrick out, busted him in the mouth, and gave him Mr. Sacco. Oh yeah, like I said, no rating on that one. Then next up was the WWF Tag Team Champions, the APA, versus the WCW Tag Team Champions, Chuck Palumbo and Shawn O'Hara, but neither title was on the line. And, yeah, this wasn't really good, but it wasn't, like, really horrible or anything. Yeah, it was just, like, both teams just beating each other down, yeah. Not really anything to talk about. Oh, about this match, yeah. Just, yeah. In the end, the APA woman Bradshaw gave Chuck Palumbo a clothesline from hell. So, yeah, I give that 2 1/4. Then next up was WWF Light Heavyweight Champion X-Pac versus the WCW Cruiserweight Champion Billy Kidman. And once again, neither title was on the line in this match. And yeah, this was decent, I'd say. Yeah, this was like every other cruiserweight or light heavyweight match. Yeah, really. Yeah, this was. Yeah, like I said, this was decent. Yeah, the crowd really was not behind X-Pac at all. All really in this match, they kept like booing X-Pac saying and chanting X-Pac sucks, and they started getting behind Billy Kidman. And yeah, like I said, it was just kind of back and forth cruiserweight or light heavyweight action. Yeah. Yeah, at one point, like, Billy Kidman had like a modified version of the X Factor on X-Pac. At one point, X-Pac like tried to do like a diving somersault, but Billy Kidman moved out of the way. And then at the end, and X-Pac attempted the Bronco Buster, but Billy Kidman got his foot up and hit X-Pac in the nuts. I really don't see why that's not considered a low blow. I really don't. And then yeah, Billy Kidman then got a shooting star press on X-Pac and won. So yeah, decent. Give it about 2.5 stars. Then next up was Raven versus William Regal. This wasn't really good. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was just kind of like back and forth action. And plus, it wasn't that long either. It was only about like 6 minutes. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, just kind of back and forth action. And then at the end, Raven was just like out of the ring, and the referee like was with him. And then Tazz came in and gave William Regal a suplex, and then Raven gave William Regal the Raven effect and pinned him. Yeah, Raven won a star and a half. Then next up was a 6-man tag team match. Big Show, Billy Gunn, and Albert versus Shawn Stasiak, Chris Kanyon, and Hugh Morrus. What the hell was this? Seriously, I mean, this was just like something that was like put together at the last minute. And seriously, yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of. I did kind of like at the beginning how all three, Big Show, Albert, and Billy Gunn, hoisted Shawn Stasiak, Kane, and Hugh Morrus over their heads, and then slammed them to the ground. I did kind of like that, but yeah. And plus, this wasn't that long. This was only about like 4 minutes. 4 minutes, yeah. Just yeah, the WCW guys looking real weak, and then yeah, at the end, Shawn Stasiak cheap shots Billy Gunn, and then yeah, Hugh Morrus, or was it Kanyon? Yeah, one of them pinned Billy Gunn, and then yeah, Shawn Stasiak, Kane, and Hugh Morrus won, and then yeah, at the end, Big Show demolishes all three of them. 1 star. Then next up was Tazz versus Tajiri. Uh, this was alright. Only like 5 minutes. It's just kind of back and forth action between the two of them. Yeah, and then, yeah, Tazz got some big moves on Tajiri, and Tajiri got some of his signature moves on Tazz. Then at the end, and after Tazz gave Tajiri a suplex, Tazz shoved the referee, and Tajiri spit the green mist in Tazz's eyes, and then gave Tazz the kick, and then pinned him. So Tajiri beats Tazz. Yeah, I give it about 2 1/4. Well, actually, no. I'm just gonna take that down. I'm gonna give it 2 stars. Yeah. Then next up, we get match of the night for the Hardcore Championship. Jeff Hardy defending against Rob Van Dam. This was awesome. This match was like really, really good to great. Yeah, I think this was definitely better than their ladder match at SummerSlam. Yeah. Yeah, they were like brawling with each other in the ring, and then it spilled into the crowd. Now, at one point, like, Jeff Hardy was like running on the barricade at RVD, and then RVD also got onto the barricade, and he, like, nailed Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy went to the crowd. Yeah. At one point, as RVD was, like, on another barricade that was actually in the crowd, like, separating the upper level from the floor, or the, yeah, lower level to the floor level, he, like, did a moonsault onto Jeff Hardy, you know? And RVD was, like, trying to keep his balance or something, because, yeah. And then at one point, Jeff Hardy did a sunset flip over the top rope and gave RVD like a huge power bomb kind of move onto the floor, and that just, yeah, you just see RVD's reaction. He was just screaming in pain. Yeah, it kind of looked like he was crying. I mean, yeah. And then Jeff Hardy got a, like, real tall ladder, like a 15-20 foot ladder. And then as Jeff Hardy was climbing it, RVD tipped it over, and Jeff Hardy just flew down to the ground. Yeah. And then at one point, Jeff Hardy was nailing RVD with a chair, and then RVD gave Jeff Hardy the main Dominator, and Jeff Hardy fell off the stage. Yeah. And then RVD, later on back in the ring, drove a chair into Jeff Hardy's head. And yeah, then Jeff Hardy missed a swanton on RVD, then RVD gave Jeff Hardy the 5-star frog splash with the hardcore title on Jeff's chest. And then RVD pinned Jeff Hardy and won and became the new hardcore champion. So yeah, that was an awesome match. I give that a solid 4 stars. Then next up was the Tag Team Bra and Panties match. Stacy, Keibler, and Torrie Wilson versus Lita and Trish Stratus, and once again Mick Foley was referee. No complaints here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what can you complain about? It's women in their underwear. So, yeah. And, yeah, just kind of like, yeah, all 4 of them got their shirts off, and then, yeah, I did like how Trish got Torrie Wilson into, like, a pinning predicament, and then pulled her pants off, yeah. And then, yeah, in the end, and yeah, we see Torrie Wilson and Stacy Keibler in their underwear, and Trish and Lita win, so yeah. No rating for that one either, but yeah, no complaints. Then we got the main event, which was the Inaugural Brawl 10-man tag match. It was Team WCW, ECW, which consisted of Booker T, DDP, Rhyno and the Dudley Boyz versus Team WWF, which consisted of Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Kane, and The Undertaker. This was also a really good to great match. I wouldn't say it was as good as the hardcore title match, but still a really good match right here, yeah. Pretty much through the first 20 minutes, it was just kind of like tagging in and just all back and forth action. Yeah, it had like Vince, Shane, Stephanie, and Paul Heyman at ringside. Yeah, and then after like 20 minutes, it turned to complete chaos. Everyone was just fighting everybody. Undertaker went after DDP through the crowd. Oh yeah, Stone Cold for some reason was just like with a trainer, like his knee was hurt or something. I don't know if he really was hurt or if he was just making it up, yeah. And then yeah, Kane chokeslammed Devon through the announce table. Then both Bubba Ray and Rhyno suplexed Kane through the Spanish announce table. Then Chris Jericho dove from the ring apron to Rhyno through another table that was leaning on the barricade. And then at the end, Vince McMahon tried to like slide the WWF title to Kurt Angle, but Shane got a hold of it and he nailed Vince with it, knocking him out. And he tried nailing Kurt Angle too, but Kurt Angle dodged it, and he knocked Shane out of the ring and then Bubba Ray out of the ring. Then he gave Booker T the Angle Slam and the ankle lock. Booker T was tapping, but then yeah, we know what happens here. Stone Cold then screws over Team WWF. He takes out Kurt Angle, gives him the stunner, and then yeah, Booker T pins Kurt Angle, and the Team Alliance wins. And then yeah, afterwards we see Stone Cold celebrating with Shane, Stephanie, and Paul Heyman with the beer, and so yeah, still a really good match. Give it about 3 3/4. Overall, I give the show about a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's mostly due to like the hardcore title match in the Inaugural Brawl. Oh yeah, everything else, like I said, it was just kind of an up and down card of the show. But yeah, still 2 really good to great matches on the show. So yeah. So yeah, that does it for my review of the Invasion pay-per-view from 2001. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if there are any other retro wrestling shows that you want me to review, just let me know in the comments. So yeah, alright, so anyway, yes, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.